All right. 30 minutes, huh? You ready? Come to standing. We'll take our shoulders up to our ears and back and down. Just make a few shoulder rolls here. And we'll go the other direction. And we're going to bend through the knees as we take those fingertips up towards sky. Exhale to lower. Big, deep breath. Breathing deep into the lower belly. Inhaling fingertips to sky. Exhaling to lower. One more time. Nice deep breath. We're going to take the feet hips width apart. Plant the feet firmly into the earth. We'll inhale the arms up and exhale the right arm down as we bend over towards the right with the left fingertips, finding that nice C shape. Deep breath, breathing deep into the lower belly, filling the lungs, filling the body with air, and then exhaling long and slow. If you're comfortable here, we're going to take our left leg and cross it over our right, finding a little bit of balance in our side stretch. Inhaling, we'll come back up, releasing the right leg, bending through both knees. We'll inhale, fingertips tall to sky. Exhale to lower. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. We're going to inhale, lower the left arm down towards the left, pulling the right arm over towards the left, finding our crescent moon shape. Taking a few deep breaths, keeping those shoulders back, staying open through the chest. And then after a few deep breaths, we'll move the weight into the left foot and cross right foot over left, getting a nice side stretch through the left side of the body, or right side rather. We'll inhale to come back up, unwinding, maybe shake it out, shake the day off, stamp your feet into the mat, feel all four corners of both feet flat into the earth. We'll bend through the knees as we inhale, arms up towards sky. And exhaling, we'll fold at the hip creases, swan diving down, coming into our forward fold. Taking a few deep breaths here and letting the hands fall wherever they fall. This is the first forward fold of our practice. Not really warmed up, giving yourself some time. Maybe shifting the weight, bending into one knee and then the other. Maybe after a few breaths, you can sink a little lower into your fold. Bending the knees here if you like. Trying to rest the chest on the thighs. On your next inhale, we'll halfway lift as we draw our elbows into the lower ribs, finding a nice flat spine. Taking a few breaths here. You can lift the toes, but keeping the base of both feet planted firm into the earth. Deep breaths, long exhale. And on your next exhale, we'll fold forward once again. Again, deepening the fold if you can. Letting the head hang heavy. Chin drops towards the chest. Maybe grabbing Opposite elbows here if you like, and swaying from side to side. Maybe you pause on one side, bending through one knee and straightening through the other. Then going over to the other side, coming back through center, finding stillness. Maybe the hands drop down towards the earth. And on your next inhale, we'll draw the elbows into the lower ribs again, finding a halfway lift. Taking those deep breaths here. Deep into the lower belly, long, slow exhales. We can still find rest and relaxation even in movement. And on your next exhale, we'll fold forward. We'll drop the palms down to the mat, bending the knees if we need to. And we'll begin to walk the palms out to the front of our mat, coming into our downward dog. Finding what your dog looks like. Toes are pointed straight ahead on the mat. Fingers are pointed straight ahead. Gazing at belly button or tops of thighs. And maybe bending into one knee and then the other. Staying with your breath. Breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. And when you're ready, we'll bring the toes to touch. We'll raise right leg high to sky. We'll bend through the right knee and open up through the right hip. You can make circles here if you like, going in one direction and then the other. And then drawing the leg out back to our three-legged dog. On your next inhale, we'll draw the knee in and we'll place the foot between the palms. Bringing the hands to either side of the right foot, finding your nice firm foundation. High onto the ball of the left foot. Gazing straight ahead or down at your mat, coming into that nice lunge. Dropping your left heel down to the mat, finding your balance. And on your next inhale, we'll rise up, fingertips to sky for warrior one. Shoulder blades go back and down the spine, reaching tall through your fingers. Finding the extension through your back leg, through your front thigh. Feeling your strength in your warrior one. On your next exhale, we'll bring palms through heart center and we'll open up to warrior two, bringing right heel in line with the arch of your left foot, gazing over right fingertips. Staying with your breath, inhaling deep into the lower belly, long, slow exhales. Dropping your right hand down or the left hand down the back leg. Taking right arm overhead, we'll find reverse warrior. Inhaling. We'll come back to warrior two. We'll cartwheel the hands down to the mat, stepping right foot back to meet the left, finding our down dog. Breathing here. Bringing the toes to touch. We'll lift left leg high to sky, bending through the knee. will open through the hip and again making circles, going in one direction and then the other, and straightening back out long, finding your three-legged dog. We'll draw knee to chest, placing the foot between the palms. Finding your balance and your foundation. High on the toes, the right foot. Hips like headlights, pulling the chest through, gazing down or straight ahead, sinking down into your lunge. Dropping the heel of the right foot to the mat, finding that foundation and balance. We'll inhale up, warrior one. Again, gazing straight ahead, shoulders go back and down the spine, sinking down into that left hip, making sure that your knees not going past your big toe, but right in line. And feeling strong on this side of the body. Deep breath. On your next exhale, we'll bring hands through heart center. We'll open up to warrior two. Bring your right heel in line with the arch of the left foot, arms parallel to the earth, gazing over left fingertips. Maybe you can sink a little lower into the left hip. We'll take right arm down the back leg, left arm overhead for our reverse warrior. Coming back to warrior two. And then cartwheeling the arms down to the earth. We'll step left foot back to meet right and dropping one knee down to the earth and then the other. We'll take the knees wide and the toes to touch, taking fingertips out long on the mat. Chest and our forehead comes down to the earth. Taking deep breaths here in your child's pose. Inhaling through the front of the body. And with each exhale, the spine grows long and the hips sink closer to the heels. Letting the mind focus only on the breath. Notice everything you can about the breath. Notice the temperature as the air enters the nostrils and as it leaves. And then trying to make your exhale a little bit longer than your inhale. Focusing on that inhale, maybe placing a count of 4 to it. And then as you exhale, placing a count of 5 or 6. Breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. From here, we're going to slowly take the hands out long in front of us and bring the knees together to touch. And if your chest or chin is still down on the mat, stay there, but sink down. Bringing your hands out long, your chin to the mat. Knees and toes are together for our puppy pose. I know my dogs love this one. My husband says I have yoga dogs. And we'll slowly extend the legs out long, the arms out long, and become as long as you possibly can. Reaching through the fingers, reaching through the toes. We'll take the arms out wide to a wide T. We'll bring the left hand into the chest. And we'll gently begin to roll onto our right shoulder. Staying here with the legs stacked. Or we can lift the left leg, taking the left foot behind us to the earth. Gently opening through the chest, opening through the hips. And again, you can stay here. Or if you like, we'll lift that left arm high to sky. We can stay here. Or we can begin to circle the left hand down. Move the right palm to facing up, so both palms face each other. Opening through the chest, keeping the spine nice and long. Deep breath. We'll inhale to take left arm back up through sky, bring it down to the earth. The right hand comes back to face the earth. And we'll gently try and rock back just a little bit more. Deepening the stretch through the right shoulder, maybe gently pressing on the earth with the left hand. Finding your edge here. And we'll slowly back off just a bit, lengthening through the left leg, bringing it back to stacked on top of the right. We'll extend the left arm out, rolling back onto the belly. Take a breath in the center. And then drawing the right hand into the chest, we'll slowly begin to roll onto the left shoulder. Again, taking a breath with each movement. Staying here. We're bending through the right knee. Maybe bringing that right foot to the earth behind you. And you can stay here. Or if you like, we'll raise right arm to sky. We'll turn the left palm to face up and the right palm to face the left. Almost like you're holding an invisible ball behind you. For me, it's a beach ball. Maybe for some people, it's a tennis ball. Deep breath. Noticing if one shoulder is much tighter than the other. And maybe asking yourself what you do that's different on one side. Are you right-handed? When you're ready, we'll slowly release the right arm back down to the earth. Turn the left palm to face the earth. We'll raise the right leg and bringing it back to stacked on top of the left. And gently taking the right hand out to the side, we'll roll back onto our belly. Stacking the palms underneath our forehead, we'll gently bring the forehead to rest on the palms for our crocodile pose. Taking a few deep breaths here. noticing the flow of the air while you're on your belly. And when you're ready, we're going to bring our palms down by our upper ribs. We're going to draw our elbows in to the sides of our body. We're going to zip the legs up, toes to touch. And as we inhale, we're going to gently lift, exhale to lower. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Maybe on this inhale, we go a little bit higher, pulling that chest through as you exhale down. Inhale, exhale. Maybe each time we rise, we go a little bit higher. And maybe on this next one, we pause at the top, getting a nice gentle back bend, gazing up at the sky, feeling the tension through the upper arms, the elbows, and trying to go gently into this pose, not causing any pain or strain, but being gentle with yourself. Maybe you need to back off a little bit, finding somewhere that's comfortable. You can take a few easy breaths. And on your next exhale, we'll lower down. We'll stack the palms again, bring your forehead to the backs of the palms. Taking a moment while you're here and resting to notice your shoulders. Notice your upper arms and your forearms. Noticing any heat, maybe any sensations that you might feel. And when you're ready, we're going to gently lift our heads. Your palms can stay stacked if you like, whatever's comfortable. And we're going to bend into our left knee, flexing and straightening through the left foot, drawing that heel in as close to the hips as you can. Maybe making circles in one direction, then the other. And we're going to come to the forearm of our right arm and gently reach back with our left and capture the top of the left foot. Gently begin to draw the heel into the hip, opening up through the front of the left thigh. Taking a deep breath here. Maybe with each exhale, you can draw the heel in a little closer. Then we're going to gently lift out a bit, capturing that foot again. We're going to lift up, lifting through the left side of the body, the chest, the thigh. The right hand comes down to the earth to support you. And on your next exhale, lowering down, bringing palms to stack, forehead to palms, left leg to the earth. Deep breaths here. And when you're ready, we're going to move over to the other side. Left forearm comes down to the earth. And we'll bend through the right knee, flexing and pointing. through the foot, drawing that heel in as close to the hip as possible, making circles in one direction and then the other. Noticing any cracks, pops, knowing perfectly normal. And we're going to capture the right foot with the right hand and draw the heel in towards the hip, opening up through the front of the right thigh. Deep breath here, finding that space, getting a nice good stretch through the front of the body. And then when you're ready, we're going to gently back off. We're going to bring some of our weight. We're going to stack our joints. So stack your shoulder over your elbow. The palm of the left hand comes down into the earth, and we're going to lift up, lifting the right thigh, opening through the chest, taking a few deep breaths, stretching long, and then lowering down. Releasing the leg, we'll stack the palms and bring the forehead back to the earth. Deep breaths here. And then slowly taking both arms back. We're going to capture both feet. Finding your grip here. Coming down to the earth as much as possible. And then on an inhale, we're going to lift up, lifting the thighs, lifting the chest, and exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. Flowing with your breath. Taking a few breaths. And then on your next inhale, we're going to pause at the top and take a few breaths in our bend. Opening through the chest and the shoulders. And exhaling. We'll come down to the mat. We'll release the palms to the earth. Stack the palms, let the forehead come down. And tuning back into your body here. Noticing the thighs, the shins, the feet. Noticing the arms and the hands. Directing your focus and your attention back to specific points on the body. Finding that calmness of mind and the space in the body. Lengthening through the exhales once again. And when you're ready, we're going to gently begin to roll onto our backs. Coming down onto your backs, wiggling through both legs, bringing them from side to side, wiggling through the feet, and then coming to stillness. Noticing how the spine feels against the earth after your time on your belly. Noticing your hips. And when you're ready, we'll slowly draw one knee into the chest and then the other. We'll give ourselves a hug and rock from side to side. We'll drop one foot down to the earth and then the other. We'll scoot our hips close to our heels, inching down or scooting the heels close to the hips, whatever you like. We'll bring the palms down by the sides, hands facing up. And as we inhale, we're going to lift the hips and the hands behind us. And exhale to lower down. Inhaling up and exhale down. Inhale. Deep breaths into the lower belly. Exhale. Taking a few of these with your own breath at your own pace. Going as fast or as slow as you'd like. And the next time your hips are lifted, we're going to pause here at the top, pulling those hips up, pulling in through the thighs, the knees pull together, lifting tall, deep breaths. And on your next exhale, we'll slowly lower down, vertebrae by vertebrae, taking the palms down by the sides. We'll gently open the knees to the sides, bringing the soles of the feet to touch. Palms can face up here if you like. Relaxing the shoulder blades down the spine and letting gravity gently open the hips. Taking the feet as wide or as close to the hips as you like. Just find what's comfortable for you in this position today. Lengthening through the exhale. Letting the mind focus on the body. We'll take one leg out long and then the other. We'll bring the arms to a wide T. We'll draw one knee into the chest and then the other. We'll send the knees over to the right, gazing over left fingertip. Drawing the knees back through center, we'll take the knees over to the left, gazing over right fingertip. Deep breaths. And then drawing the knees back through center, hugging them in, rocking from side to side, lowering one foot down and then the other, taking one foot long on the mat and then the other. We'll rest here in our Shavasana or yoga. Staying in Shavasana for as long as you like. Or when you're ready, we'll gently roll to our right sides, drawing the knees into the chest, using the right arm as a pillow, and letting the left hand come down to the earth. We'll slowly begin to rise up to a comfortable seat, keeping your eyes closed, letting the head and neck be the last to come up. drawing the palms in through heart center. Taking a moment of gratitude for yourself. I'd like to thank each and every one of you for practicing with me today. As I raise my thumb to my forehead center, my third eye, I bow. Thank you for joining me. Have a beautiful day.